What's up, kids? Jeremy here, Jeremy Lee Photography, hatcherino.com. So I was thinking about doing a video today and something to kind of talk about, so a little chat. We're gonna talk, and I talk about this all the time, is pricing. And let's talk about new photographer pricing. So I get a lot of new photographers that come in and they basically don't know what to charge or don't know how to go about it. So instead of me telling them this is what you should do, I make people think. Think about how much they want to make, what they're doing, how much time they want to put into photography, into their clients. So this kind of goes to my last video on when to sell digitals, when to sell USBs and all that. So let's kind of chat about it. So you're a new photographer, you're coming into the business in an area where you have no idea what people are charging. You go and look online, you see that some people are charging $5,000 for an hour shoot and USBs provided with all the images. You also see another photographer on Craigslist who's charging $50 for the exact same product. How do you distinguish yourself in between these photographers? So let's talk about those two types of photographers. Immediately when I say those prices, you probably already thought that the $5,000 photographer is going to be amazing, produce awesome work, well reputation, and the person I said for $50, newer photographer, maybe not so well, maybe doesn't edit their photos, just not as good, right? That's the perception we take. Now take that perception and put that into your personal business. Do you want people thinking of you as that $50 photographer or that $5,000 photographer? So depending on where you put your prices, you're already gonna cap yourself off at what you can make. Does that make sense? Sure does. So I want you guys to now think about how much you wanna make per hour. So if you're a type of person that's, okay, I'm cool with making $10 an hour, then I would just say, go work at McDonald's. They're doing $10 an hour. Photography is a whether you're working for somebody else or not, it's really a self-involved business. It's an art business. We put a lot of our stuff into our work. So I want you to know that you can charge whatever you want to charge, you just kind of have to back it up. So let's say that you're a photographer that charges $100 an hour. And then you take into account, all right, it takes me an hour to shoot. So you have an hour to shoot. It takes me maybe an hour to edit, maybe an hour for pre-consult and after consult. And let's say a miscellaneous hour for driving to the location, emails, anything like that. So 4 hours. Right there, if you're charging $100 for your shoot, you're making $25 an hour, which isn't bad, but you're not working 8 hours a day, are you? So if you're doing 2 shoots a week, then the 4, you have to divide that now by the full week. It gets a little tricky, but this is how you start to feel your value and what you're worth as a photographer and as an artist. So I always say, get your hourly rate, multiply into what it takes you to do a full session. And then you take that full session and multiply how many sessions you want in a week to make that money. If you're charging less than $50 an hour, you're not gonna make any money as a photographer. Simple as that. I would even say if you're charging less than $100 an hour, you're not gonna make anything. Your time is gonna be computer-based. You're gonna be trying to get as many clients as you can in a week in order to make a profit rather than getting a few clients at a higher rate, produce amazing work, let them refer you out and build from there, right? You don't wanna be I know Walmart's amazing. You don't want to be the Walmart of photographers, right? You want to be your own brand. You want people to come to you. You want people to refer you, and that's what you want. Biggest thing out of this, don't handicap your prices. Do not be afraid of charging what you should charge, right? If you guys know me, I'm community over competition. I want you to rise so that I don't look like a dick charging X amount of dollars over you just because I know how to charge for my business. Do it. Charge a lot, okay? So the last part of this video is I do have a lot of newer photographers watching. I do have a lot of newer photographers that I mentor that ask me a lot of questions, and they're maybe just too, the biggest thing is I don't want to charge it because I'm not good. I'll tell you now, as a professional photographer, there's always something I can do better. I always feel like I can do better, but I need to make money and I need to charge, so I do the best, and then I constantly improve, deal with the times. But what can you do when you don't really want to charge? A couple things. You want a new lens? Let's say you want to get a nifty 50 and it costs $100. Why don't you just charge a flat rate shoot for $100 to buy that lens before the shoot? Now you have a lens for a shoot. charge them gift cards. You know, if somebody doesn't want to do anything, just say, hey, get me like a $25 gift card to Starbucks. Low, but like at least you have a Starbucks gift card now. And for those of you who are always afraid to charge, I want you to remember one thing. Every time you do a shoot for somebody else, it's taking away personal time from you. If you're a parent, it takes away personal time from your children. So if you're not valuing your time for that hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of editing, that hour shoot of going out and actually taking time away from your family and kids, then you need to reevaluate some things in life. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below.